Hello, and welcome to another episode of The End of the Search. This one I call it Should I Stay or Should I Go? Remind me the title of a song from a band is called The Clash. So I think it's a punk rock band. Should I stay or should I go now? Dun, 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 dun. Okay. What was inspiring this title? As we all know, this video is about knowing the fact that I am, which have nothing to do with what we do in the world of appearances. Now, within this context, I'm just noticing how these subject matters come up, and I share them and see if it serves you. And the should I stay or should I go has to do that sometimes when people get into a path of remembering who they are, or spiritual path, or seeking, a lot of times they do it because they're suffering. Usually that's the way it is. Not necessarily have to be for everybody, but generally speaking, there is a sense of uneasiness. We're suffering, and we're trying to find a path, something, right? And that's when people get into spirituality. So the thing is that when sometimes people get into this particular path, again, people don't do that. That's how life unfolds through them, okay? They're not the doers. That's the paradox. Then they get confused about what should they do with their lives. And there's still residue of things that they may like to do, dreams that they may have, goals or something like that. But because they're on this path, they think that if they pursue their goals, they're actually being dishonest to the path, or it's going to have any negative consequences. Or this is how I see it. If there's residue of something you want to do, a goal, a desire, or an ambition, as long, of course, that you're not hurting yourself or anybody, of course. It's not like your dream was to rob a bank or something, no, or whatever, no. I'm saying that you have dreams, ambitions, that they still there, even though there's still the sense of uneasiness because it comes from the belief that I'm a separate entity. What I usually say is that go after them wholeheartedly. Go after the things that you think is going to make you happy. It doesn't matter. You want to make more money, go for it. You want to pursue the dreams, it doesn't matter. Here is when it gets delicate. And this is usually when, this is what this video was made for. Sometimes, or usually, when we begin to open up to the nature of our being, and there's still the residue of those things that we did in the past or we think we want to do, yeah, the residue of wanting that goal or that dream or that ambition may be there, but the energy is not. And this is when the mind begins to play tricks. I need to motivate myself. I need to force myself, but the energy is not there. This is the should I stay or should I go? And all doubts begins to come up. And the only thing that I can suggest as a invitation, which is how I live my life, is that when that energy, that mixed energy is in there, to always go back to what really matters right now for me. And in my case, inner peace. It's no inner or outer, it's a way of saying. See? Now, as that is my priority, and I look at all the doubts, or you're not taking action, you're not doing what you need to do, what you should do, or whatever, I simply say, peace is the most important thing in my life. And what happens is that residue begins to burn on its own. It's like no longer it has, I know that I don't have to feel bad about, not feeling that I want to pursue those things that before I wanted to pursue. I just test the grounds, you see. If I have the desire to learn songs so I can play or so, well, I see if I feel the desire to play the song. and to practice it. And if the desire is not there, I don't have to feel guilty or bad about it, because I know that this idea of a goal of learning songs to perform them somewhere or whatever, it's just a passing cloud. Because I know beyond the shadow of a doubt that if there's something I need to do, the energy for that to take place will be also presented, because life will give me whatever I need to do, will give me the energy, the desire, whatever the case may be, in order to go after whatever life wants me to go after. What happens is that, again, in this path, the should I stay or should I go, what happens is, on one end, it seems as if though there's still things that may appear attractive to me, or things that I think I want to do, and simultaneously there's a part of me that just wants to rest in this peace that I am. You see? But once we go through that, you see, and you see that everything is working fine, life is working itself, then that trust in life is developed, and this peace becomes stronger and stronger and stronger, to the point that that becomes the most important thing. If life wants me to do any of those things that in the past I thought I wanted to do, the difference is that if they have to be done, they will be done, but they will no longer be a distraction to what really matters, which is inner peace. If for some reason those things were residue, like I said before, that needs to be burned up, they'll be burned up, and I'll just remain in the peace that I am as I see life unfold. And many priorities change. Before, I want to pursue this, for whatever the case may be. Maybe I wanted to pursue a business to make money. Now I'm not interested in pursuing the money itself. I'm just interested in being at peace. And from that space, I noticed that an inspiration comes to start a business just for the joy of it, you see, and turn out that maybe that business turned out to be lucrative, or it doesn't matter, but it's the fun of it, you see. Now I don't do anything because of what I think I'm going to get from it. I always rest in here, and I just notice how this play unfolds, you see. If life wants me to do something, I'll find myself doing that something. Right now, the way life is unfolding is, I wake up in the morning, the idea comes through, and here I am making this video, and all the energy for me to make this video is there, and the enthusiasm and the love for doing it is there, you see. I got songs that I wanted to learn, and I still have the chords and everything, and sometimes I sit, and after the third string, I'm like, I just put the guitar back on the case. And sometimes I practice a song again. A couple of videos ago, I gave you a taste of one of the songs that I was practicing. But at the end, again, and it's not that I'm being it's not apathy, it's not resignation. No, not at all. It's just a recognition that there's just a residue that is coming through. You see? When I sometimes watch YouTube and I watch the Oscars and things like that, well, I was in that business, so to speak, I was a professional comedian for over 15 years.
Be who you are, that's what brings the real beauty out of you and draws the right person into your life. Let me give you an example. I'm talking to this girl, beautiful brown eyes, she's wearing blue contacts. We were talking, one of the contacts falls off. Here I am talking to this Siberian husky, all of a sudden.
I have done some acting, as a matter of fact. I even filmed 2 pilots for 2 television sitcoms. One in California, the other one in Tennessee. I have recorded music. I have written books. You see, all this stuff, all this artistic and creativity is there. The only difference is that right now, this creativity shows up if it's supposed to, and if it doesn't show up, it doesn't matter. So the should I stay or should I go is no longer in place now. I just know that I always stay. I always stay. And if there's a need to go, then the should I go comes up automatically. You follow? So in the end, life is very, very, very simple. It's so simple. It's unbelievably simple, and yet the mind, the thought, the conditioning makes it very complicated. So it's very simple. It's not about if I should I stay or should I go. It's about I am. And I am. And I rest in the I am. And if I should stay, I stay. And if I should go, I go. And well, this is inspiration that came through. I hope it served. And as always, may peace permeate the mind so that love can become evident.